my name too. Frank. Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, so welcome back to the Safari Off-Road Adventure. My name's Frank. I'm going to be leading you on the rest of the way through the Safari. Everybody give a warm welcome to our driver, Desma. Say hi, Desma. That was a little weak, guys. Camp must have been a lot of fun. So real fast, as we come around, check out those guys over there in that paddock. Alright, now, I know they're far away. I know they look microscopic in here, and the giraffes are over there, but I thought those antelopes are really cool because they kind of walk around like this. Their back legs are longer than their front legs. The reason why their back legs are longer than the front legs is because they live in a very marshy, muddy environment. They need those powerful long back legs to push out the mud and escape their predator. Alright, so let's see what we got coming up. Alright, so Rochester and Clark. Alright. So, nice. So you guys are lucky. We got two species coming up on the left. First up, the little guys. They're the black buck. But I wanted to now, as we talk about, take a look at their side, alright? You're going to see some white stripes on their abdomen. Alright, that's a type of camouflage. That's because those guys, they like to hide among the trees. As you can see, that's where they're going now when the truck is coming by. They're going under the trees. They live in the underbrush primarily. And those stripes help break up their profile so predators can't see them. You can tell the males from the females by the horns on top of their head. And another group of fibers on it. Alright, I'm still good on the mic, right? You guys can still hear me? Yep. Alright, nice. So, right here, we have the white bearded male. Now, these guys are cool for a couple of reasons. First up, in Africa during rainy season, they're going to follow the rainwaters across the continent. So they're going to travel thousands of miles to kind of follow the, well, maybe not thousands, but they're going to travel a long distance to get to the water. He is one of my personal favorites. Now, he is unique among antelope in that, unlike most other antelope, which have a defense mechanism of running away from predators, he will actually stand his ground and try to fight them off. He'll lower those horns down and kind of charge them. He also lives on the border of the forest and the brush. He's called an edge animal. Alright, then we have the white antelope here. That is the addax. They are a desert nomad. And they're cool for a couple of reasons. First, if you look at them from the side, and there is looks like a baby addax out there. If you look at them from the side, technical difficulties on the mic, their horns will actually line up in profile, and you'll only be able to see one horn. A lot of biologists believe that that's where the myth of the unicorn came from. So that's pretty cool. Now, these guys right here, the white-tailed deer on both sides of the truck, they are from Africa. Now, they're an excellent conservation story because in the 1970s they were nearly extinct in the wild. In fact, they only existed on 2 farms in South Africa. Since then, they've been brought through various conservation efforts. They've been brought back. They're doing pretty well now. Another one of my favorite facts about the white-tailed gnu and the white-bearded gnu, and the zebra actually, is that their children are precocial. Now, what does that mean? That means that when they have their babies, they're up and running around in about 7 minutes or so. And the reason why is that when you live on the savanna, when you live on the open plains, your mobility is tied directly to your survivability. So you don't want to be sitting around in the middle of the field for a lion to decide to make a meal out of you. So that's why they can kind of get up and run around right away. Alright, so we have... that ostrich got scared. So this ostrich is pretty close. So take a look at the feet of the ostrich as we go by. You're going to notice they only have 2 toes. They have a big one and kind of like a small side one. Now, they're unique among ratites, the ostrich, in that they're the only ratite with 2 toes. The reason why is that it helps them reach their maximum speed of around 42 miles an hour. They stand about 8 feet tall, and you can tell the males from the females. The males are going to have that dark black coat, while the females are going to have the more muted gray, kind of like a sweatshirt. Alright, so are going to be 2 ostrich eggs. Now, ostrich eggs are the largest eggs by volume. They're equivalent to about 24 chicken eggs. So that's a pretty big omelet. And, yeah, just more ostrich eggs. Alright, so we're coming up on the King's Queensland. So this is the home of our 2 lion prides. Now I have a quiz question for everybody. What makes lions unique among cats? Can anybody tell me what makes them unique? Does anybody know? Any guesses? You can shout it out. Don't be shy. Alright, so the answer, if you were thinking lions are the only social cat, then you are correct. It doesn't look like anybody was thinking that, though. But yes, they are the only social cat. They do live in prides for their entire life, so you're going to have a pride made up of a dominant alpha male, followed by some omega males, or lesser males, some females, and some cubs. Now, the social structure of lions is pretty cool as well. The females are going to do all of the hunting, so they're going to go out at night, they're going to bring back some food for the next day. When they do bring back a meal, the males are going to eat first, followed by the females, and then the cubs. Lions don't get food every day. They need about 15 pounds of food on average per day. When they do get food, though, because their food intake is sporadic, they're going to gorge themselves on between 40 to 70 pounds of food at a time. That'll put you in your food structure. Now, so here's one of our prides. So lions do sleep about 20 hours a day. You guys are lucky because they're kind of feeding them over there, so all these lions over in this pride are all excited. That's why they're just kind of staring in that direction. But I have another quiz question. Everybody knows that male lions have a mane. Can anybody tell me what the mane is used for? Does anybody know? So, I've kind of made the male lions seem like jerks, right? They don't hunt, they eat first. What do the males do? Well, the males do have an important job. Their job is to protect the pride. In fact, that's why they eat first. Because if the dominant male is not healthy, he can't protect the pride and the entire pride may fall. So, even if the females don't get to eat as much as they'd like, as long as the pride can continue to see another day, that's why the male eats first. But because it's his job to protect the pride, he needs some adaptations to help him do that, and one of them is the mane. It's like an extra layer of armor around the neck. Alright, so we're crossing into Black Bear Ridge. Everybody wave high. Now, the black bear, they are ubiquitous throughout North America. They range as far north as Canada, as far south as Mexico. They'll eat pretty much anything that they can get their hands on. They are opportunistic on the board. Now, let's see. Can we see him? I think we can. We can see the mom. Let's see. Can we see the cubs? Well, take a look in there. You might be able to see some cubs. There's mom sitting in the doorway. She's had a rough day. There, you might get a chance to see some cubs. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, that's his mom again. Oh, they're in there with her. But brown bear, or black bear do come in different colors than just your standard black. They come in a brown, they come in a blonde, they come in a grayish blue. Now you're probably thinking blue, a blue black bear. If you know those cats that they say are blue, but they're not really, that's the kind of color that they are. And they also come in a white when they're albino. Black bear and brown bear cubs are all exceptional climbers. They're all really good climbers. So, everybody wave high. So, I have another quiz question. You guys are like, oh man, this tour guide with a quiz question. Come on, man. It's cold. I just want to see some animals. But, can anybody tell me why black bear and brown bear cubs are such good climbers? Does anybody know? What's up? Honey, not bad, they will climb for food, but the main reason why the cubs will is because they want to try to escape danger. It's a defense mechanism. They'll scurry up to the top of the tree, hang out there until the danger goes away, and then they'll come back down. Alright. So, we're coming up on Terra Ursus. Now, this is the home of our European brown bear population. Now, the European brown bear, they're significantly smaller than the bears, the brown bears that we have here in the States. So we have 3 North American brown bear, the grizzly bear, and the Kodiak. Now to put it into perspective on the size difference between them, when a European brown bear grows to be full size, they'll weigh about 600 pounds. So first up, you want to get a picture of her, that's Bailey. If you were up at camp last year, and you interacted with a cub, it was probably Bailey. And where's Hollywood and Bones? Where are they hanging out? Oh, there's one. And I guess Hollywood's the other. It's hanging out on the rock right there. So to put it into perspective, the Kodiak bear, it is the largest bear that's indigenous to North America. It is about 1,700 pounds. And they can stand about 15 feet tall. These guys are about 600. And maybe 5 to 7 feet tall when they stand on their hind legs. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they threw food over the fence? I'm thinking. Yeah, they like to scratch. They're going to scratch their back here. Now the brown bear, just like their black bear cousin, they are omnivorous. They will eat pretty much anything that they can get their hands on, but meat is a much larger portion of their diet, and because of that, they are more active hunters and they are more aggressive. Because they are such active hunters, and it is such a large portion of their diet, during the winter, when food is scarce, they will hibernate for the winter. So, well, maybe not right now, because they're pretty much all sleeping, but when the bears are up and walking around, oh, right here, Mama Bear and her 3 cubs, almost missed them. They're all snoozing. Where's the third? Flipping on the tree? Is that if a mama bear goes to sleep while she's pregnant, she'll wake up to have her cubs and then go back to sleep. That's pretty cool. I told my mom that fact, she's like, I wish I could have done that. Alright, so as we cross through the door, we enter the New Jersey Ecological Preserve here at the safari. So when we agreed to build the safari, we made a deal with the state of New Jersey that we would set aside a plot of land as pristine New Jersey habitat. So as you look outside the truck, this is what New Jersey would look like if it had never been settled by humans. They're kind of anticlimactic, and it looks a bit like a swamp. But we do have a lot of cool species here. We have white-tailed